Hello everybody and welcome to the ESRA GT Omega V8 Championship race from Oulton Park. That's a mouthful right there, and we got a mouthful of names coming up, but don't worry, we'll get to those in just a second. Before we get started though, we need to take care of some important business, so let's go ahead and down trackside for the UK National Anthem. On behalf of iRacing.com, Motorsport Simulations, and Team Splosion TV, welcome to Oulton Park, located somewhere in the middle of the United Kingdom. I am Ben Kilcrease. In the booth with me, I am joined by none other than Sam Taylor. Matt Weisbrot will be getting the picture that you see to you. Kenny Baum Jr. is the official editor for today's race. Sam, 1 hour here at Oulton Park. It's a tight track with some powerful cars. There we go, finally got it out. Should be a good race.
Yeah, it's going to be a great race, especially since we're in good old Blighty for this one. It's, as you said, a very tight track, and I'm sure quite a few people get caught out by the chicane, so I'm looking forward to it.
We're oh so close to get the cars to grid, and we'll run you through the starting lineup in just a moment. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and remind you before we get started, tonight's Tuesday night Top Split SK Modifieds will be live from Martinsville at 7:15 Eastern. That should be a show tonight. So
Live from Martinsville.
Live from Martinsville. Let's go ahead and run you through our TSCV picks. I'm going to go with Thomas Van Boessel for today's race. Sam, who you got?
Well, I picked him last week, and I'm going to go for him again, so it's the number 84, Renz Broekman.
Kenny Baum Jr. has Michelle Carina, and Matt has Toby Ozeri because he has a cool name. So, let's go ahead and run him through the starting lineup. Sam starting on the pole. He has won quite a few races in this series. In the number 84, you just mentioned him as your pick, Renz Broekman. In second, on the front row as well, it will be Kenny's pick, Michelle Carina.
In third, it's Tobias Cerny, Matt's pick, and in fourth, it's Kevin Duell.
Thomas Van Boessel will start fifth, and Valiero Chidi will start in sixth.
My favourite name to pronounce, Jerome Van Trabou, starts seventh, and Andy Goodison in eighth.
Alexandre Guzu is ninth, rounding out the top 10, Charlele Tave.
In 11th, it's Pierre Charnay, and in 12th, it's Nicholas Palehair.
Fred Joseph makes up row number 17, and alongside him will be Sebastian Ferrara in 14th.
I think you've done your math wrong.
Row number 7, getting ahead of myself.
In 15th, it's Thomas Sparkback, and in 16th, Simon Geimer.
Patrice Langlet will roll off 17th. Robert Burton will be in 18th.
19 is taken by Michael Wrightson. 20th is apparently me, even though I'm not racing. 21st is Adrian Hempel, and 22nd, Anthony Vogt.
Good field of cars. We're sorry for Sam Taylor's name being mixed up in there. What happens is on iRacing there's a spectator session and there's a hosted session. Sam gets the two mixed up and got into the hosted session by accident, but we're not going to punish him too severely this time for that. But the field rolling through the back part of the course, getting ready to come to the green flag. Like I said, 1 hour patience will be key here today at Oulton Park.
Yeah, it should be a mad first lap, because this first corner is, well, to say it nicely, it's a pain in the ass, to put it bluntly, so I'm expecting a few cars to go off now.
That's one way to put it. 19 cars will roll off and start this race. But only one person can win it. Renz Broekman brings them to the line. Green flag, and we're racing at Oulton Park.
Doesn't look like anyone went off, so my prediction of someone going off was wrong.
Clean so far to the first couple of corners. Down a little short chute we go. That left-hander right before this long right, kind of sort of like the carousel at Watkins Glen. Two very harders right there, back to back. And then they'll run up.
Go ahead.
Then we'll run up to the chicane here. Another hard corners where they put tires on the inside of the curbs to keep you from cutting the course there. Drivers will have to stay away from them. We'll go down what I'm going to call the back straightaway today. We'll head into another chicane where we'll go right first and turn back to the left, and we'll turn back right and head to the back part of the course.
It seems that Renz Broekman and... Oh, my thing's not updating for me so far, so... Renz Broekman and... Karina, yeah, it's saying that Michael Wrightson's winning the race. Karina and Broekman are just pulling away slightly from third place.
Clean first lap, saw a few drivers sliding around just a little bit. No significant collisions though.
The top four have put a slight gap in between them and fifth place man. So we may have a look.
We're going to take a quick break. Sorry about that. We got to update our ticker. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. Sometimes our ticker gets mixed up with what cars are on the speedway and which ones aren't, or excuse me, circuit, as I should say. But we got it fixed. Got it fixed. We run into problems sometimes on the SK Modifieds as well. Meanwhile, though, up front, Renz Broekman pulling pretty good little gaps so far between him and second place Karina.
Yeah, for only the end of the second lap, that's quite an impressive gap. We'll tell you how far it is when they cross the timing line. 1.1 seconds is the gap. And I know we say it every week, Ben, but are we just going to see another Renz Broekman Sunday drive off into the sunset?
I don't know. I was thinking the same, and he qualified 3/10 faster than Karina, so he might just be on that Sunday drive mode again.
Well, we do say that if you want to beat Renz, you have to get in front of him very early, or he'll just drive off.
Battle for 16th. Come off! It's Simon Geimer into the wall hard! Patrice Langlet was also involved. They had a little bit of scuffing right there. Scuff up, I should say. Both drivers back out on track. They might have to make some pit stops. That was a battle for the 16th position, and Simon does have some right front damage, so be looking for him to come down pit road within the next few minutes.
What happened was Patrice got a tyre in the grass and sent him sideways into Simon Geimer.
Up front, battle for second. Tobias Zerny trying to get around Michelle Karina. Karina has it now. Zerny wants it. He's all over the rear bumper. This is a good battle. Karina started off looking pretty good and like he might have something for Broekman, but is falling off quite a bit now and in jeopardy of losing the second position to Tobias Zerny here.
Oh, in that last lap alone, Renz pulled another 1.5 second gap over second place.
Yeah, Zerny is on a mission today. Excuse, Broekman's on a mission today. The confusing names get us all confused. And Matt's screaming Zerny in her ear, so I'm having Zerny's in my head. I'm looking within the next few laps to have Zerny and get around Karina here, but you never know. We'll have to just see how the race plays out.
There's also a battle down for 8th position between Alexander Guzu and Andy Goodison, which it seems to be heating up.
Yeah, those guys have been on it ever since the drop of the green flag, so far Guzu has been able to hold off Gooderson. For the time being, the battle between Karina and Zerny is now heating up, and Duell might get in it here in the next few laps. And if they're not careful, Thomas Van Boosel will be up there as well. Looking out the backside of Karina, as you can see,
the backside of the car, we should say.
The three cars behind him battling or trying to get to his rear bumper. Oh, Zerny gets so close that time. You can tell he wants the second position, just completing lap number 4, working 5 now. Just over 5 minutes into the race.
Just a quick update, Andy Goodison managed to get past Alexander Guzu going into turn 1, so it's now Goodison in 8th, Guzu in 9th.
On board with Toby Zerny as he tries to work and get around Michelle Karina for the second position. Man, Riddensbroken has pulled to, 4 or so second lead already.
But the speed he's putting away could imply that he's short-fueled his car, so he gets maximum space to begin with. So we'll have to see how that one works out.
And Riddensbroken, one of those guys, we've done a few of these races, and he's just had interesting fuel strategy in all of them. Interesting pit strategy, I should say. But it's going to be interesting to see what kind of strategy he has in this one. Toby Zerny starting to slip back a little bit from Karina. No significant battles on the track.
Well, Zerny could be just saving his tyres for a bit.
Thomas Varbach is off the course.
Major front-end damage there. And
I'm going to see if I can pull up what happened damage here. Oh, he's just coming into the turn, did the right hand a little bit too hot, and he just completely missed it, and what a hit. Right behind him, Patrice Langlet also went in. There might be some oil or something on the track there. We'll have to see how the cars handle through that section of the course.
Well, Startback decided not to pit for repairs, so he obviously feels the car is manageable.
Jerome Venturbo around. Just off the back straightaway. He got a little bit loose coming out of the chicane there and looped it around. Didn't hit anything. That's good to know.
He's now fallen behind Charlie L. Itav, though, so he is in 10th place now, so dropped from 7th to 10th.
Fred Joseph is just exiting pit road now. He'll fall in line behind Thomas Van Boosel. Make that Valerio Chitty.
Fred may be fueling his car so he can go to the end now. We'll have to see, but I don't think he'll be able to make it off from now. That's, well, what, about 50 minutes on one tank of fuel?
We'll have to wait and see. Might have had some damage early on that we didn't catch.
Close to those tires there.
Michelle Carino still is second. Zerny hasn't let him get too far out of his sights. He's still there. That's probably the closest battle on the circuit for the top paying position, or the highest paying position, I should say. But oh no, they're not too close to each other. But 6 or 7 car lengths separate the two. Pretty good battle.
But remember, it's very early on in the race, so they could just be biding their time. As Renz Broekman extends the lead to over 7 seconds.
Yeah, Renz Broekman on the Saturday drive mode now. Sunday, not Saturday. If he was on Saturday, he'd be driving like a maniac. Sorry, I'm getting...
Well, he must be to be extending his lead by that much.
I'm telling you, I'm losing it. Carina got a little bit loose out of the chicane right there. Didn't hurt him too much, but Zerny was able to close just a tad. We thank all of you guys for tuning in. Remember tonight, this is not, ooh, and Tobias Zerny gets a little bit sideways over the crest there. Remember, this is not our only race today. We are going to be broadcasting the Tuesday night Top Split SK Modifieds tonight live from Martinsville. And Sam, you remember the finish from last week, don't you?
I sure was. I was sitting in the spectator booth, but yes, it was amazing.
Trouble! No, Robert Burton almost collected Renz Broekman. Now he's going to pull up in front of the second position. Wow, my. Back to the SK Modified race tonight. Sam was in chat room chatting it up with some guys. Brett Osborne got it done over Mike Littlefield Rusty Grill last week, and I got a message from Mike Littlefield this past week on the iRacing.com forums, and Mike said if you thought Iowa was good, just wait until Martinsville. So you'll probably want to tune in tonight for the Top Split SK Modifieds from Martinsville, because according to Littlefield, they're going to be better than Iowa, and if you can top a finish like Iowa, then it's going to be pretty good. Nicholas Pell has retired, as well as Thomas Svartback. Both those drivers have pulled behind the wall at the moment. They have not officially retired at the moment, but let's go ahead and run them through the running order. Renz Broekman currently leads about 8 seconds over Michelle Carina. Tobias Zerny is third. Kevin Duell is fourth, and Thomas Van Boosel is fifth.
In sixth is Valerio Chieti. Seventh, Andy Goodison. I've lost my place already. Eighth, Alexandra Guzu. Ninth, Jerome Ventrabou. And 10th, Charlie Alataf.
Pierre Charnay is 11th. Sebastian Ferrara 12th. Simon Geimer is 13th. Michael Wrightson 14th. And Patrice Langlet is 15th.
16th is Fred Joseph, 17th Robert Burton, and Thomas Starkback and Nicholas Palehead have both. Oh, and now Robert Burton has. They've all pulled it behind the wall.
So 3 drivers already out of the race. That's going to leave us with 16. And back to the battle for second, Matt. Karina and Zerny back here. Zerny, I've been watching him through these chicanes, and I'm thinking it's just a matter of time before he knocks one of these tires clear out of a spot.
The tyres are made in England, so they don't move. It'll move the car instead.
KSI racing, of course, too. The tires are made out of concrete. Zerny gets a good run. Just not able to get around Karina.
There are very few overtaking possibilities on this track. I mean, some of the corners look good, but you really have to rely on a mistake. But apart from that, there's not a great amount of overtaking possibilities. Going into the last corner is one of them. And probably in between the 2 chicanes and the I can't remember what you call the corner now. Ben, the same one as the carousel from the Glen. I know what I mean. Well, it's not a hairpin because it's not really tight, but anyway.
All I know is I did a left-hand turn, so. Another battle heating up on the track. Kevin Duwell, Thomas Van Boosel, that's for the 4th position. Man, I tell you what, let's go ahead and let's see if we can't go on board with the Rens Broekman, and let's let him take us for a lap around Oulton Park.
Show us how it's done.
Yeah, show us how a pro in the V8 Supercar does it. He's going to come up the hill to begin lap number 12 for him.
I think we should go back to Kevin Duell though. The big one of them just went off. I believe it was Kevin, and now there's 3 cars nose to tail. But anyway, I apologise.
No problem. Duell did go off track. He lost the position to Thomas Van Boosel, and Valerio Chieti has also jumped up in this battle as well. That is a battle for 3rd. Van Boosel has it at the moment.
I believe Van Boosel went off as well at the time. That really did cause a stir up on the track.
All in all, we expected this race to be, lack of better words, more hectic. But these guys really able to keep the cars under control. Not have too many collisions so far today, so and has to find our odds, and whoa, does she had to get close to those tires in the chicane.
Well, you've got to do that for optimum lap time. It may scare you a bit, but you've got to do it to get the best laps.
Apparently about 2 billion laps left according to our race info overlay there. Don't pay no attention to that. Basically what is wrong there is a flaw in our we have an not HTML code, but it is a code that helps run our overlays, and basically what it is a small little flaw in there. We'll have to debug that and try and fix that. But we have about 40 minutes remaining left in this race. Alright, let's try this one more time. Let's go on board with Renz Broekman this lap to see if we can't get another lap with him here. That little crest that he just went over there, pretty car gets real light there. And I want you to listen to his throttle rhythm as well as he heads to up the hill to take on his lap, begin lap number 14 while he's going down pit road. So we're not going to get a lap with Renz Broekman. He just doesn't want to give us a lap. So we'll watch him and see what he does down on pit road. Got to be careful not to miss his pit stop.
Karina and Cerny have now taken over first and second place.
Broekman, I haven't seen his crew put any tires on his car yet. So he's going to come back out. I think they did put tires on. Just couldn't see it from the vantage point that I had. Renz Broekman comes out in the 6th position. 20 seconds behind Karina and Toby Alzerny.
I'll tell you what then, even though it's quite a short pit lane, have you ever been down there and how slow you have to go? So for these drivers, that pit lane is going to feel like a lifetime.
Yeah, so at 27 miles per hour or something like that?
31.
31. That's close. But yeah, it is pretty slow.
And you just see all the other drivers going by you, and you just want to get going, but it just won't stop.
Battle for 12th. Sebastian Ferrara, Simon Geimer. Ferrara has it at the moment. Geimer wants it. Simon Geimer still on the rear bumper of Sebastian Ferrara. In front of them, Pierre Charnay, not too far away. That'll be for the 11th position if they can get caught up to him.
You can see the effects of the slight contact for Simon Geimer on the right front of his car, and it's causing him to get a bit loose going over to the crests.
Renz Broekman, right on the rear bumper of Andy Gooderson. This is for the 5th position. Gooderson gives it to him. Broekman gets by.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't get out of the way of Renz Broekman when he's steaming down on you? I'm sure all the drivers would get out of the way of him, even Tobias Cerny. Oh, Simon Geimer!
Simon Geimer!
Go ahead, Ben.
I thought he was going into the tires there. He was battling for the 12th position and just gave it all up coming out of the chicane there onto the back straightaway. Did a good job getting the car slowed down, slowed down, didn't hit anything.
Yeah, it seems as though he just hit the shouty pedal too quickly and that sent him around. And according to chat, someone's happy with the way, Ben, you shouted Simon Geimer's name.
Oh, thank you. You can follow me on Twitter, that person, at DaveKilcrease, if you want. If I'm like your biggest fan. Matt said I needed followers, so. Future broadcasts, I've already talked about it a little bit earlier today. The SK Modifieds are tonight. Tobias Zerny lapping Alexander Guzu. Anyways, back to the future broadcast. SK Modifieds tonight. And tomorrow night, we're going to be live with the TSTV Pit Stop. The 45th annual...
Sorry to interrupt, Ben, but the leader, Karina's coming to pit lane. Right, now you can carry on.
Karina down pit lane. 45th annual Snowball Derby winner Eric Jones, also a fellow iRacer, will be on the show tomorrow night, live from the TSTV headquarters. Be sure to tune in at 9 Eastern, 8 Central for the TSTV Pit Stop.
Tobias certainly must have gone off somewhere, because he's dropped down from 2nd to 6th now. I'll get a read on that, but he must have gone off somewhere. Yeah, he's done a 2-minute 10 lap. About 40 seconds slower than he should be doing.
Karina coming out of pit road. And Brokeman already a big amount ahead of him. Guzu off the track. He gets everything situated. Whoa! Karina almost put the bumper to him.
Tell you what, Ben, I would hate to be in these drivers' positions. The way this car gets squirrely over hills and the amount of crests there are here at Oulton.
Oh, I was thinking that earlier. Coming up the any hill here as we Thomas Van Boosel coming down pit road, but any hill here and like you said, a bunch of crests. Man, it just seems like it's almost a workout.
Yeah, I mean, I race it in a Dallara Indy car, and that's tough enough as it is. I couldn't imagine it in the V8s.
Jerome Venturno coming down pit road.
So I think that means Ren's Brokeman has re-inherited first place.
Michael Wrightson missed the last chicane on the back straightaway. He is slowed and now back up to speed.
Patrice Langlet has pulled it behind the wall, as he doesn't think he can continue. So that's another one that has fallen by the wayside.
Fred Joseph has been down pit road quite a few times this race. I don't know exactly what's wrong with the number 66 car. Oh, back here, Van Boosel and Charlie Atave, they're getting a little bit close. And Van Boosel's off the track. Just a tad, he gets back on.
No, Van Boosel wasn't off the track. Itar was off the track then.
Oh, sorry. And Alexander Guzu, whoa, he almost smacked into the tire. Alright, sorry about that. Itave was off the track.
all these drivers are now back on comp tyres, so it's going to be driving on, be like driving on an ice rink at the moment.
Alexander Guzu, looking at him now, he has been squirrely the past few laps. And they might have made a... He's down the road. Yeah, I figured they might come down and make some changes to that car.
I'd love that car if it said Diet Coke on the front, not Pepsi Max. I think that ruins the whole car. But that's just my personal opinion.
Do well getting around Charles Elliott.
So he's going to chase down Van Bussel now, which should be an interesting battle.
Simon Geimer down pit road as well. Sebastian Ferrara misses the last chicane on the back straightaway. He has to slow down.
After the pit stop cycle, Renz Broekman has a 18-second lead. 18 seconds after just 19 laps. He is going for it.
Sebastian Ferrara has damage. He has damage. He is crab walking around the whole track. I'm looking back. I'm not seeing. Oh my! He had a collision with Pierre Charnet coming off of pit road. They get together and Ferrara gets into the Armco pretty significantly. And
do you know what the thing about that is, Ben?
Coming down pit road. What's that, Sam?
They're teammates.
Oh my! Just a lack of communication there for those guys, and that was a heartbreaker for Ferrara. Both of those drivers are racing for GT Omega. GT Omega is the official sponsor of the ESRA V8 Supercar Championships. If you need a wheel stand, a cockpit, anything, triple monitor stand, check out GT Omega Racing.com. Pierre Charnet and Simon Geimer, they have been getting a little bit close the past few laps.
Well, I'm sure Charnet would have got a grilling from the team manager, so his head may not be in the game at the moment, so Geimer could take advantage of this.
Sebastian Ferrara still down pit road. Renz Broekman, 19-second lead.
He's now lapped everyone up to 11th place, so all he's got to do is lap the other 9 cars and he's got a perfect race.
Charlie Atave coming down pit road. Sebastian Ferrara coming out. He still looks to be doglegging just a tad. He might just run around slow, see if he can get some laps in. Geimer and Charnet. They're in a battle as for the 12th position. Both cars a lap down, but it still is a battle. Michael Wrightson right behind him, or right behind them. It's battle for 11th. Sorry about that. I think I said 12th.
You did.
Okay. Battle for 11th. Geimer once that Charnet has it. Oh, and Charnet gets a little bit sideways. Didn't even look like I hurt him though. Geimer all over the rear bumper. He might be putting a little bit of pressure to Charnay.
I'd love to see the view out of Charnay's car right now, looking back.
Geimer gets a good run to the turns, or into the turns. It just doesn't look like he can keep it off as good as Charnay.
I've just noticed on the front of Geimer's car it says Shark Attack, so I'm sure he's going to do a bit of that before the end of the race.
Charnay gets a little bit sideways. Battle for 11th. Geimer, he's going to look to the outside. He can't do that. He's going to squeeze and make a little bit of contact. They're side by side for the 11th position. Here comes Michael Wrightson.
No, it's not Michael Wrightson. It's number 27,
Excuse
which
me.
is Tobias Turney, which is Matt's pick.
Oh, Michael Wrightson was behind them. Tobias Zerny is currently being scored second. Whew, that got interesting to say the very least. And now there's a battle for 12th between Charnay, Wrightson, and, well, Karina is third.
Yeah, Karina's not involved.
Charnay might have some damage.
Tell you what though, for the first time this race, the gap that last lap between first and second actually came down.
Ooh.
Now, I know that's not really saying much because it's 18 seconds, but
Yeah, Charnay.
to look out for.
Yeah, the only I said ooh because Charnay is, man, if we can get a camera on him, he is real loose throughout the corners.
Saying that, the gap between Renz and Tobias has just gone up to 21 seconds.
Charnay looks like he has his hands full. Man, look! I can't believe Charnay. Look at it. Okay, man. I was just sitting here and watching him. How sideways he gets.
I know it sounds mean, but I'm just waiting for the inevitable crash.
Runs it a little bit wide in there. Wrightson gets right to the rear bumper. Charnay, yeah, Matt just reminded me, Charnay had some contact earlier in the race as well with his teammate Ferrari, and Charnay goes up the track. Wrightson looking to get to the inside of him. Not gonna happen there. Good battle for the 12th position. Just about 20 more minutes left in this race.
The gap between Kevin Duell and Thomas Van Bussel is now just under a second, so that should be an interesting battle in a few laps' time.
Charnay is real loose, and now he runs a little bit wide. Wrightson just can't seem to get around him, seem to get side by side with him. Wrightson might just be waiting for Charnay to maybe slip off one of these turns coming up, because the way it looks, Charnay is bound to get a little bit too sideways here pretty soon.
I bet by the end of this, Charnay's suit is going to be brown. Lord knows mine would be.
Oh, trouble in front of them! It's Simon Geimer! Whoa, and Charnay almost gets into him. Now, it's a battle for 11th between Charnay and Wrightson.
We'll have to see if Geimer can recatch his teammate Wrightson and Charney in the last 19 minutes of the race.
On board with Michael Wrightson as he tries to get around Pierre Charney. Charney got a little bit loose heading into the turn that time. Not too many battles going on the speedway at the moment. Charney and Wrightson about the only one. Tell you what, Matt, while there is a separation in some of the competition, let's go ahead and run them through the current running order. Rens Broekman is leading. Tobias Zerny is second. Michelle Carina third. Kevin Duell fourth. And Thomas Van Boosel rounds out the top five.
Hilario Chieti 6th, Andy Goodison in 7th, Jerome Ventrabue in 8th, Alexander Guzu in 9th, and Charlie Al Itav in 10th.
Pierre Charney, we're watching the battle between him and Michael Wrightson. That is for 11th. Wrightson has 12th. Simon Geimer went for a spin and it bumped him back to 13th. Sebastian Ferrara is 14th. Fred Joseph is 15th. Patrice Slinglet, Robert Burton, Thomas Zarpak, and Nicholas Palehez have all pulled it behind the wall. Rens Broekman has pulled out almost a 25-second lead. Thomas Van Boosel and Kevin Duell, they're slowly starting to close in into each other.
We at TSTV would just like to give a thank you shout out for Fred Joseph, the runner of this league, for putting on this race, which we are all thoroughly enjoying. So thank you, Fred, and we hope this league is around for a long time. Don't you agree, Ben?
I agree 100%. Fred does such a great job here at the ESRA league. Whoa, Charney is off the track, so I cut that short. Now Michael Wrightson goes to 11th. Charney still sideways. Gonna give you a replay of Pierre Charney right now.
I would not want to be behind Charney's car right about now.
Man. So, that got a little bit interesting. While we have another small moment right here, if you have Facebook and you want to keep up to date with TSTV, go ahead and like us on Facebook, Team Splosion TV, over there. And if you have a Twitter, want to follow us, it is at Team Splosion TV. Also, you can follow us on our Twitch page, which, by the way, just reached over 6,000 views, thanks to our loyal fans. If you follow us on Twitch, you can be emailed every time we go live, so you can be sure to tune in to the broadcast. Just been reminded, 25 likes on Facebook has been reached. So on the pit stop tomorrow, the pit stop tomorrow is going to be a historical show. But we will have a drawing for the prize for the 25 likes. Try and get us to 100, and we'll do another drawing. But everybody tune in tomorrow night on the TSTV Pit Stop. If you don't like us on Facebook, you better do it before tomorrow night. Patrick Charnay off the track, and this time he's around. And he's back out onto the track, just over the top of the crest. Going into the wall. And we're going to get it backed up here, turn the wheels left, and we're good. So, Charnay finally does loop it around, and Charlie Ateve was off the track as well.
I was listening into the discussion earlier in the week, and some of these drivers were saying that Road Atlanta is a harder track than Oulton Park. I bet they are regretting their words right now. Oh, Charlie sideways again. And he's managed to hold it.
I was going to mention that, but I was in the middle of a yawn, and I didn't want to sound like that. But he was sideways, and like you guys have already said, I know my two hands and body wouldn't want to be behind the wheel of Charnay at the moment. Man, that car almost looks like a drift car. Just over 10 minutes remaining in this one here today. It's a beautiful day at Oulton Park circuit. 78 degrees, slight breeze, 2 miles per hour, blowing to the north.
You obviously don't know Britain, it never gets that hot. It's mostly raining.
Getting a camera put on Kevin Dewell as he is under pressure from Thomas Van Boosel as they battle for fourth.
Just to let you all know that in 2 weeks' time the ESRA V8 Supercar Series is from Zolder, I believe. So that should be an interesting one. Another very tricky track with, I'm going to call them stupid corners because I hate them myself, but it should be interesting. And then 2 weeks after that, it's back to good old United Kingdom for a round at Silverstone. And I know Ben's looking forward to that one quite a lot.
"25-second lead. Hand it to Rensman. He has been a dominating force today." Boosel still trying to get around Dewell, and he's closed the gap to about 2 car lengths. Does he have enough? He's got about 10 minutes to go. Valerio Chieti right behind them. So if these guys get together, he's going to be looking to improve his position.
Just to let you know, Ben, we've received word from Fred Joseph that we are also... So thank you, Fred. Very nice.
It'd be even nicer if you could back it up with a Christmas gift. Maybe some fruit cake, peanut butter cookies. Matt likes some sugar cookies.
Oh, man.
Matt said a monster too, a monster drink, and he'll be good with Matt. But we enjoy doing it for Fred. Fred's a good guy.
Of course, Fred, if you're out there listening and you want to be part of the TSTV pit stop, just let us know and we'll get you the details. Although I doubt it would probably be too early in the morning for you.
Oh, we always have a good time on the TSTV pit stop. It's unrated, so I suggest don't bring any youngsters to the show. To the party, not the show. I have just been corrected by my producer, Matt Wasbrook. Oh, and have you guys heard that the 45th Annual Snowball Derby champion, Eric Jones, also a fellow iRacer, will be there tomorrow as well. Fred, Matt wants you to know that Belgium beer is just fine. Kevin Duell still under pressure from Thomas Van Boessel.
Well, Van Boessel just got sideways coming over the crest of that hill and he's lost a few car lengths gap between him and Duell. And Van Boessel seems to have some damage on the left-hand side of his rear wing. So, I don't know where that came from. He may have had a slight bit of collision at the start. Renz Broekman has now managed to lap 10th and 9th place.
And he's also pulled his lead out to 28 seconds.
We just got another message from Fred saying, "You're welcome, want Belgian beer?" Question mark. So Matt, I believe that's for you.
Thomas Van
I
Boessel.
got it, my bad, sorry.
A little bit sideways. And Matt said he would like some Belgian beer, so just bring it to the party Wednesday night. So Kevin Duell able to put some distance between him and Boessel. Boessel having that small little slip up, or a few little slip ups in the past lap. Closest battle on the track is between Duell and Van Boessel, but they're not too close.
Chietti's just behind them, just in case one of these two makes a mistake.
Andy Gitterson almost went for a spin there. With just about 5 minutes, or just under 5 minutes or so left in this one.
What have you thought, Ben, of our first trip to Blighty with the V8s this year?
England, UK, whatever you want to call it, it's been pretty good. Had some collisions early on, which everybody loves a few collisions here and there, but had some good racing as well.
And have you ever had the honour of racing at Oulton Park to know how challenging this track is?
Oh, I went out there in the TSTV V8 Supercar earlier today. You and I were out there testing. And didn't get up to full speed because it was a little bit scary having those tires so close to the inside. But other than that, the circuit is beautiful. Just that I'd rather be doing a Sunday drive instead of actually racing on it at full speed.
Now, just get in contact with Renz, and I'm sure he'll give you a few lessons.
Good. Put a passenger seat in this car. Thomas Van Boessel has been able to close the gap between him and Duell. He is on a mission. About 3 minutes left in this one. Thomas Van Boessel, he gets to the inside. They make contact for the 4th position between Van Boessel and Duell.
Oh my.
Valerio Chieti gets by. Van Boessel gets back out on the track, as well as Duell. We'll have to see if these guys stay away from each other. Duell gets back out in front of Boessel. Boessel right back on the attack.
I know I don't want to take sides here, but Van Boessel didn't look to have turned. He was on the inside. He didn't really look like he turned, so I'm sure the race officials may have a few words to say to him. Maybe a point deduction.
Interesting development in the closing laps here at Oulton Park. Yeah, it's not over yet. We still have 2 minutes to go. Renz Broekman. 27.861. Second lead over the second place running car, Tobias Cerny, on the last completed lap.
Fred Joseph has pulled it behind the wall. It's only just noticed that, so he must have been tweeting to us from the cockpit of his car while racing.
No, I think he had actually pulled in a little bit earlier. Our crew members just didn't get his official confirmation until just a few seconds ago. Sebastian Ferrara just off the track. Able to get back on.
I think we could be on white flag lap this time by. I believe this is the final lap, so I think we should just watch Renz Broekman do what he does best.
Renz Broekman has won quite a significant amount of races this season.
Just to correct you, Ben, he's won all the races this season.
Quite a significant amount, yes.
Fair enough. I think the key question of this year's championship should be, instead of will anyone win the championship apart from Renz, it should be will anyone win a race apart from Renz. Because on the form I'm seeing, Renz is pretty much unstoppable.
He has been a dominating force in this race. Renz Broekman in the number 84 car. Like I just said, dominating force in this one as he heads through the final corners. He gets it a little bit sideways, up over the hill. Renz Broekman will win at Oulton Park. You have to go all the way back to Toby Zerny quite a bit back. Finds second place. Toby Zerny comes home in second. Michelle Carina is third. Van Boosel and Will, they're back in a battle. Let's watch them through the final turns here. This is a battle for fifth. Van Boosel won fourth.
Fifth.
Make that fourth. Fifth.
Valerio Chitti
Well,
comes
has
across
it.
the line to collect fourth place.
Oh, Boosel ran it real hard into the little corner there, and Kevin Duell will come home fifth. Thomas Van Boosel will be sixth. We're going to be silent up here in the booth for just a second to get our thoughts collected and to get the final results all sorted out. And we'll get you the final results here in just a tad. We are back for the final results. Renz Brokman, I said it, he dominated the race and came home with the win. Toby Zerny was second, Michelle Carina was third.
In fourth was Valerio Chitti. Fifth, Kevin Duell. Sixth, Thomas Van Bussel, as my brother swears in the background. Seventh, Jerome Ventrabou. Eighth, Andy Goodison. Ninth, Alexander Guzu. 10th, Charlie Alatav. 11th, Simon Geimer. 12th, Pierre Charnay. 13th, Michael Wrightson. 14th, Sebastian Ferrara. 15th, and the first of the non-finishers, Fred Joseph. 16th, Patrice Langlet. 17th, Robert Burton. 18th, Thomas Svartback. 19th, Nicholas Palehev. And the three drivers not to take part today, Adrian Hempel, Anthony Vogt, and me, apparently. Back to you, Ben.
What a race from Oulton Park. I'm pretty sure 2 weeks from now Zolder will be as equally better, or as equal, if not better, than this one. Had some crashes today, had some good racing, had a controversial get-together, just about everything you want in a race, Sam.
Yeah, I I'm a bit worn out, so I don't really know what to think at the moment, but it was a good race. It was a shame that some of the guys pulled out for what they did and the contact between teammates, but that's road racing. They'll pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and get out there next time.
That next time will be 2 weeks from now from Zolder, live.
I've got word that it's not from Zolder. I've got word it's from Silverstone now.
Silverstone. It will be from Silverstone in 2 weeks, right here live on TSTV. It's just about all the time we have right now, though. Be sure to tune in tonight from Martinsville for the 2-9 Top Split SK Modified, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central. We will see you then. For Sam Taylor, Matt Weisbrod, Kenny Baum Jr., I'm Ben Kilcrease. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we will see you later this evening.
I just wanna run, hide it away, run because they're chasing me down. I just wanna run, throw it away, run before they're finding me out. I just wanna run.